I watched my 6-year-old daughter Nora's face fall as she opened her Christmas present from my parents. A coloring book. A $3 coloring book from the drugstore. Still had the price sticker on it. Meanwhile, my sister Sienna's kids were ripping open iPads, Nintendo Switches, designer clothes, toys piled so high they could barely see over them. My mother noticed me staring. "What? Nora's young. She doesn't need expensive things." I looked at Sienna's youngest. He was 4, sitting on a brand new electric car, the kind kids can actually drive. Price tag, $800. But my 6-year-old didn't need expensive things. That was Christmas 2018. The moment I realized my daughter would always be second class in my family's eyes. The moment everything changed. What I did next? My family never saw it coming. And 5 years later, when the truth came out, they begged me to come back. I laughed in their faces. If you've ever watched your family play favorites with your kids, this story is for you. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Have you experienced family favoritism? Your support means everything to me. Now let me tell you how this all started. My name is Jessica Morgan. This story starts in December 2018. I was 32 years old, single mother to Nora, who had just turned 6. My family lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. My parents, David and Carol Thompson. My older sister, Sienna, her husband, Brad, and their 3 kids, Tyler, 8, Mason, 6, and little Braden, 4. Sienna was the golden child, always had been. She did everything right. Married young to a successful real estate developer. Had 3 kids, lived in a massive house in the best neighborhood. Was a stay-at-home mom who volunteered at the country club. I was the disappointment. Got pregnant at 25 by a guy who left the second he found out. Raised Nora alone. Worked as a dental hygienist, making $48,000 a year. Lived in a modest 2-bedroom apartment. Did my best with what I had. My parents never let me forget the difference. "Sienna's so blessed," my mother would say. 3 beautiful children, a wonderful husband, such a beautiful home. Then she'd look at me. "It's too bad things didn't work out for you the same way." Like I'd failed some test Sienna had passed. But I loved Nora more than life itself. She was smart, funny, kind. She loved drawing and reading and asking a million questions about everything. She was my whole world. I thought my parents loved her too. I was wrong. That Christmas, we gathered at my parents' house like always. Sienna's family showed up in matching Christmas outfits. The kids running around, excited. My parents had the whole house decorated. A tree that touched the ceiling. Presents stacked everywhere. Nora was so excited. She'd made cards for everyone, drawn pictures. She couldn't wait to give them to her cousins. "Mommy, look how many presents," she whispered to me. "There's so many." I smiled, but something felt off. I started counting the presents under the tree, really counting. Sienna's kids each had at least 15 wrapped boxes, different sizes, clearly expensive, name-brand wrapping paper, elaborate bows. Nora had 3, small boxes, drugstore wrapping paper. My stomach dropped. "Mom," I pulled my mother aside, "why does Nora only have 3 presents? Her cousins have like 15 each." My mother waved dismissively. "Oh, Jessica, don't be dramatic. It's about quality, not quantity." "Quality? Mom, her pile is 1/10 the size of theirs." Sienna's children have different needs. They're used to a certain lifestyle. Nora's young. She won't notice. "She's 6, Mom. Not stupid. She can count." "Don't start, Jessica. It's Christmas. Be grateful for what you have." I wanted to grab Nora and leave right then. But she was so excited, so happy to be with her cousins. I couldn't ruin it for her. Present time came. Sienna's kids went first. Tyler opened a new iPad, $600. Mason got a Nintendo Switch, $300. Braden got that electric car, $800. Then came the clothes. Designer brands, North Face jackets, Nike shoes, Pottery Barn Kids bedding sets. My mother was filming everything. "Oh, look at their faces. So precious. Brad, you and Sienna have such wonderful taste." Then it was Nora's turn. She carefully unwrapped her first present. A pack of hair ties, the kind you get at the dollar store, 20 for $1. She smiled anyway. "Thank you, Grandma." Second present, a plastic bracelet making kit. Clearance sticker still on it. $4.99, marked down to $1.50. "This is nice," Nora said, trying to sound excited. Third present, the coloring book, with the $2.99 price tag clearly visible, and a pack of crayons. The small box, 8 colors. Nora held it up. "I like coloring." But I saw it. The moment she looked at her cousin's pile of gifts, the iPads and Switches and toys, then looked at her coloring book. The moment she realized she wasn't the same as them, wasn't worth the same as them. My mother was still filming Sienna's kids, didn't even film Nora opening her gifts. Sienna noticed me staring. "What? You're kidding me, right? You see this?" "See what?" "Nora got a coloring book, a $3 coloring book. Your kids got over $2,000 worth of gifts." Sienna shrugged. "Mom and Dad are generous with their grandkids. Be grateful." "Generous?" "Sienna, Tyler's iPad cost more than all of Nora's presents combined by like 500 times over. Tyler's older. He needs technology for school. Nora's in 1st grade. She needs school supplies too, but she got a coloring book." "Jessica, you're being dramatic. Nora's fine. Look at her. She's happy." I looked at Nora. She was sitting quietly, watching her cousins play with their new toys, holding her coloring book, trying to smile. She wasn't fine. After the gift opening, I found my father in the kitchen. "Dad, we need to talk." "About what?" "About the gifts. About the massive difference between what you gave Sienna's kids and what you gave Nora." He sighed. "Jessica, your mother handles the gifts. Take it up with her." I did. She blew me off. "Dad, Nora got maybe $10 worth of stuff. Her cousins got thousands. How is that fair?" "Life isn't fair, Jessica. You should know that by now." The words hit like a slap. "What's that supposed to mean?" "It means Sienna's family has a certain lifestyle, certain expectations. Brad's successful. They live well. The kids are accustomed to nice things. And Nora? What is she accustomed to? Being treated like she's less than her cousins? Don't twist my words. Nora's loved, but we have limited resources. We have to prioritize." "Prioritize? Dad, you just bought a new Lexus last month. Don't tell me about limited resources." "That's different. That's our money. We can spend it how we want." "You're right. You can. And you chose to spend thousands on Sienna's kids and $10 on mine." Message received, loud and clear. I walked away before he could respond. Found Nora playing in the corner by herself. Her cousins hadn't even acknowledged her gifts, hadn't said thank you for the cards she'd made them. "Ready to go, baby?" "Already. But we just got here." "I know, but Mommy's not feeling well. Let's go home, and you can try your new coloring book." On the drive home, Nora was quiet. Then, "Mommy, why did Tyler and Mason get iPads and I got crayons?" My heart broke. Sometimes grown-ups make unfair choices, baby. It's not about you. You're just as special as your cousins. But Grandma and Grandpa spent lots of money on them, and not on me. Does that mean they love them more? I had to pull over. I was crying too hard to drive. "No, baby, no. They love you. They made a bad choice. A really bad choice." "It's okay, Mommy. I like coloring books." But I heard it in her voice. The hurt, the confusion, the knowledge that she was different. Less. Other. That night, after Nora went to bed, I did the math. I added up the approximate cost of everything Sienna's kids received from my parents. Tyler's gifts: iPad, $600, Nintendo Switch, $300, North Face jacket, $200, Nike shoes, $150, designer clothes, $300, various toys, $450. Total, $2,000. Mason's gifts: Nintendo Switch, $300, electric scooter, $250, designer clothes, $300, sports equipment, $200, various toys, $400. Total, $1,450. Braden's gifts: electric car, $800, designer clothes, $250, educational toys, $300, books, $100, various items, $200. Total, $1,650. Grand total for Sienna's 3 kids, $5,100. Nora's gifts: coloring book, $3, crayons, $2, hair ties, $1, bracelet kit, $1.50. Total, $7.50, $7.50. For my daughter. While her cousins got over $5,000. The favoritism was so blatant, so cruel, I couldn't believe it. I called my mother. I added up the gifts. You spent over $5,000 on Sienna's kids. You spent $7.50 on Nora. $7.50. I don't appreciate you keeping track like that. It's tacky. What's tacky is spending 680 times more on 3 kids than you did on 1. What's tacky is making my daughter feel worthless. Nora is not worthless. Don't be dramatic. Then explain it to me. Explain how this is fair, how this is acceptable. Sienna's children have needs. They go to private school. They're in activities. They need quality things. Nora goes to public school and needs quality things too. She needs to feel valued by her grandparents. She is valued. We love her. We just can't afford to spend equally on all 4 grandchildren. Can't afford? You just bought a $60,000 car. You took a cruise last month. Don't tell me you can't afford a decent present for your granddaughter. How we spend our money is our business, Jessica. If you're not happy with the gifts, maybe you should skip Christmas next year. I was stunned. Are you seriously suggesting we not come to Christmas? I'm suggesting that if all you're going to do is complain and keep track of dollar amounts, maybe it's better if you make your own traditions. Fine, we will. Nora and I will make our own traditions, where she's actually valued, where she's not compared and found lacking, where she doesn't have to watch her cousins get everything while she gets scraps. I hung up, blocked my mother's number, and made a decision. My daughter would never feel less than ever again, whatever it took. The next morning, I called my boss. I need to talk to you about opportunities for advancement. Dr. Patterson had been trying to promote me to office manager for years. It meant more responsibility, evening hours, but also a $25,000 raise. Are you saying you're interested now? Yes, I need more income. I'll take whatever hours you need. I'm in. That's wonderful, Jessica. When can you start? January 2nd. I also started a side business. My friend Maria had been doing medical billing from home, making an extra $1,500 a month. She taught me. I worked after Nora went to bed. Worked weekends while she was with her father's parents. They actually loved her properly. Within 6 months, my income went from $48,000 to $85,000. Not rich, but comfortable, stable. I moved us into a better apartment. 2 bedrooms with a little yard, safe neighborhood, good school district. I started saving. Aggressively. Every extra dollar went into savings, into investments, into building security for Nora's future. I also cut off my family, completely, blocked their numbers, blocked them on social media, declined all invitations to family events. My mother called from my father's phone. You're really not coming to Easter? Nope. You're being childish. I'm protecting my daughter from people who make her feel worthless. That's called parenting. We don't make her feel worthless. We love Nora. You spent $7 on her for Christmas while spending thousands on her cousins. That's not love. That's cruelty. We explained that. Sienna's kids have different needs. I know. I heard you. And now Nora has different needs too. She needs to not be around people who treat her as less than. So we're done. You can't just cut us off. Watch me. Click. Sienna tried too, showed up at my apartment. Mom's devastated. You need to fix this. I need to fix it? I'm not the one who gave a 6-year-old a $3 coloring book while showering her cousins with thousands in gifts. That's Mom and Dad's choice. It has nothing to do with me. You didn't say anything. You watched it happen. You let your kids receive all that while Nora got nothing. You're complicit. My kids deserve those gifts. Brad works hard. We give Mom and Dad grandkids they can be proud of. And there it was, the truth. Grandkids they can be proud of, as opposed to Nora, who they should be ashamed of. Sienna's face flushed. I didn't mean it like that. Yes, you did. You meant it exactly like that. Nora's not the right kind of grandkid. She's the product of my failure, my poor choices. She doesn't deserve iPads and electric cars. She deserves dollar store gifts. That's what you all think. Jessica, get out. Don't come back. Don't contact us. Nora deserves better than this family, and I'm going to give it to her. Years passed. I didn't attend a single family event. No Thanksgivings, no Christmases, no birthdays, nothing. I got updates from mutual friends. Sienna's family was thriving. Bigger house, more cars, kids in every activity imaginable. My parents bragging constantly about Tyler's grades, Mason's sports, Braden's achievements. Never a word about Nora, like she didn't exist. Good. We didn't need them. Nora grew. She was brilliant, talented, kind. I made sure every Christmas was special. Every birthday was celebrated. We took vacations, created traditions, built a life full of love. I never told her the real reason we stopped seeing my family. I just said we needed space. She accepted it, stopped asking about her cousins. By 2023, 5 years after that Christmas, things were different. I'd been promoted again, was making $95,000 at the dental office. My billing business grew to $3,000 a month. Our combined household income was nearly $130,000. I'd saved aggressively, invested wisely, built a college fund for Nora worth $80,000, bought us a small house. We were doing well. Nora was 11 now, thriving, top of her class, taking art lessons, playing soccer, happy. We didn't need my family. We'd built our own life, our own happiness. Then, in November 2023, my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. Hello? Jessica. My mother's voice, older, shaky. We need to talk. It's about Sienna. I have nothing to say to you. Please, don't hang up. Sienna's in trouble, bad trouble. She needs help. Then help her. You've always been good at that. We can't. We're tapped out. That's why I'm calling you. I almost laughed. You're calling me for money? After 5 years of silence? After what you did? It's not for money. It's complicated. Can we meet? Please? Just once? Every instinct screamed, no, but curiosity won. Fine. 1 hour. Coffee shop on Main Street. Tomorrow at noon. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much. The next day, I showed up early, ordered coffee, waited. My mother walked in looking 10 years older than the last time I'd seen her. Gray hair, tired eyes. She sat down without ordering anything. Thank you for coming. You have 1 hour. Start talking. She took a breath. Sienna's getting divorced. Brad left her 6 months ago, for someone younger. He's not paying child support, fighting the divorce, hiding assets. Sienna's broke. I felt nothing. Okay, and this concerns me how? She needs help. The kids need things, school supplies, clothes. She can't afford any of it. Your father and I have been covering everything, but we can't anymore. Why not? You have money, the Lexus, the cruises, the house. My mother's face crumpled. We're broke too, Jessica. We mortgaged the house to help Sienna with legal fees. The lawyer's charging $500 an hour. The case has been going on for months. We've spent over $100,000. We have nothing left. I stared at her. You mortgaged your house for Sienna. We had to. She needed help. Where was this energy when Nora needed a decent Christmas present? When my 6-year-old needed to feel valued by her grandparents? That was different. No, it wasn't. You had money then. You chose to spend thousands on Sienna's kids and pennies on mine. Now you're broke because you chose to fund Sienna's divorce. These are your choices. Live with them. Jessica, please. The kids are suffering. Tyler's in high school now. He needs a laptop for school. We can't afford it. Then buy him a coloring book. I hear they're affordable. My mother flinched. I deserved that. You deserve worse. You made my daughter feel worthless. You treated her as less than, for years, and now you want me to help you? Help Sienna? The sister who called my daughter a product of my failure? She said that? Word for word, 5 years ago, when I cut you all off, when I decided Nora deserved better. I didn't know. I'm sorry. You're not sorry. You're desperate. There's a difference. If Sienna was still married to Brad, still living in that big house, you wouldn't be here. You'd still be pretending Nora doesn't exist. That's not true. We've missed you. Both of you. Really? How many times have you called in 5 years? How many birthday cards has Nora received? How many Christmas gifts? Silence. That's what I thought. You didn't miss us. You just need us now, and that's not the same thing. What do you want me to say? That we were wrong? We were? That we treated Nora unfairly? We did. That we prioritized Sienna's family over yours? Absolutely. We were terrible grandparents to Nora. We know that now. You know that now because you need something from me, not because you actually feel bad. Both can be true, Jessica. We were wrong, and we're desperate. Please, the boys need help. Tyler's struggling. Mason's angry all the time. Braden doesn't understand why Daddy left. They're hurting. I thought about Nora, about how she'd asked why her cousins got iPads and she got crayons, about the hurt in her voice, about years of feeling less than. No. No? No. I'm not helping. You made your choices. You showed me exactly where Nora ranked in your priorities. Dead last. Behind Sienna. Behind her kids. Behind your image and your comfort. We don't need you. We don't need your belated apologies or your desperate requests. We built a life without you. A good life. And we're keeping it. My mother started crying. I know we don't deserve your help. I know we've been awful. But the boys, they're innocent in all this. So was Nora. She was 6 years old, innocent, excited, and you gave her $7 worth of gifts while spending thousands on her cousins. You broke her heart. I will never forget watching her face fall, watching her realize she wasn't valued. That was the moment I knew we were done. If I could go back and change it, I would. But you can't, and now you're here, asking me to help the very kids you prioritized over my daughter. Do you not see the irony? I see it. I'm asking anyway, because I'm desperate. I stood up. Then stay desperate. Figure it out like I figured it out when you cut us off emotionally. Get a second job, downsize, make sacrifices. Do what single mothers do every day. Jessica, wait. There's something else you should know. I paused. What? The reason we spent so much on Sienna's kids that Christmas, the reason we always prioritized them, it wasn't just favoritism. Then what was it? She looked down, ashamed. Brad paid us. I sat back down. What? Brad paid us to prioritize his kids, to make sure they always got the best, the most. He wanted them to feel superior, to know they were more important. He paid us $10,000 that Christmas, told us to spend it on his kids, to make it obvious. I felt like I'd been punched. You took money to favor Sienna's kids over Nora? We thought it was helping Sienna's family, keeping them happy. Brad was so controlling. He demanded it. We were afraid of losing access to them if we said no. So you sacrificed Nora instead, took Brad's money and made my daughter feel worthless for $10,000. We didn't think about how it would affect Nora. We just saw it as helping Sienna. How much total? Over the years? How much did Brad pay you to treat Nora like garbage? She couldn't look at me. About $50,000 over 5 years. For Christmases, birthdays, special occasions. He wanted his kids showered, wanted Nora ignored. We went along with it. I felt rage. Pure, cold rage. You sold out your granddaughter for money. Money you didn't even need. We were wrong. So wrong. I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm so sorry. Where's that money now? Gone. We spent it. On the house, on trips, on ourselves. Then we spent our own money on Sienna's legal fees. That's why we're broke. We wasted it all. Good. I'm glad you're broke. I'm glad Brad left Sienna. I'm glad everything fell apart. Because now you know what it feels like to have nothing. To need help and have nowhere to turn. That's what you did to Nora. That's what you made her feel. Please, Jessica, I'm begging you. Help us. I'll do anything." "Anything? Will you admit what you did to Nora? Will you apologize to her directly? Will you tell her the truth about why she got a coloring book while her cousins got iPads?" My mother hesitated. "I don't think that would help anyone." "Of course you don't, because you're still more worried about protecting yourselves than about Nora's healing, still putting yourselves first. Some things never change." I stood up again. "We're done here. Don't contact me again. Don't show up at my house. Don't try to reach Nora. You're not her family. You gave up that right when you took Brad's blood money." "Jessica, I hope Sienna figures it out. I hope the boys are okay, but that's not my problem. You made this bed. Lie in it." I walked out, drove home, found Nora doing homework at the kitchen table. She looked up. "Hey, Mom, how was your meeting?" I looked at my beautiful, smart, kind daughter, the one they'd treated as less than, the one who'd become amazing despite them. "It was enlightening. Hey, can I ask you something?" "Sure." "Do you ever think about Grandma and Grandpa? About your cousins?" She considered. "Sometimes, but not really. We have a good life, Mom. We don't need them." "You're right. We don't. And you know what? You're worth more than all of them combined. You know that, right?" She smiled. "I know, Mom. You tell me all the time." "Good. Never forget it." That was 6 months ago. I haven't heard from my family since. No calls, no texts, no surprise visits. I heard through mutual friends that Sienna moved back in with our parents, all of them living in the mortgaged house, struggling. Brad won the divorce, kept most of his money, pays minimal child support. Tyler had to transfer to public school. Mason's in therapy for anger issues. Braden barely remembers his father now. My parents are working part-time jobs to make mortgage payments. The Lexus is gone, sold to pay bills, no more cruises, no more country club, no more expensive gifts for anyone. They got exactly what they gave Nora, nothing. Part of me feels bad for the boys. They didn't ask for any of this. But I remember Nora's face that Christmas. I remember her asking why she wasn't worth as much as her cousins, and my sympathy evaporates. Nora and I are thriving. I got another promotion. I'm making $110,000 now. The billing business is up to $4,000 a month. We're planning a trip to Europe next summer. Her first time out of the country. Her college fund is now worth $120,000. She's on track for a full scholarship anyway with her grades, but it's there. Security. Proof that she's valued, invested in, loved. She's 12 now, confident, happy, unburdened by the weight of their favoritism. She doesn't know what they did, doesn't know about Brad's payments, doesn't know she was sold out for cash. Maybe I'll tell her someday, when she's older, when she can process it without it damaging her. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just let her live in the truth she knows. She's loved. She's valued. She's enough. Last week, Sienna sent me a message on Facebook from a new account I hadn't blocked yet. "Jessica, I know you don't want to hear from me, but I need you to know something. I found out about the money, about Brad paying Mom and Dad. I didn't know. He hid it from me. When I found out, I was horrified. I'm so sorry. What happened to Nora was wrong. What we all did was wrong. I don't expect forgiveness. I just wanted you to know I'm sorry." I stared at the message for a long time, trying to figure out if I believed her, if it mattered. I typed back, "Even if you didn't know about the money, you knew about the favoritism. You watched your kids get everything while Nora got scraps. You said she was a product of my failure. You were complicit. Sorry doesn't fix 6 years of damage." She responded immediately, "You're right. I was. I was so caught up in Brad's world and keeping him happy, in maintaining our image. I let him control everything, including how we treated Nora. I should have stood up for her. I didn't. I failed as an aunt. I failed as a sister. I'm sorry." "What do you want from me, Sienna?" "Nothing. I just wanted you to know the truth, and to tell you that Nora's lucky to have you. You protected her. I didn't protect my own kids. I let Brad twist them into thinking they were better than everyone else. Now they're struggling to adjust to normal life, normal school, normal expectations. Nora learned to thrive without excess. My kids are learning that lesson too late." I thought about responding, thought about engaging. Then I just closed the message, deleted the conversation, blocked the account. Some bridges aren't worth rebuilding. Some damage is permanent. Nora and I are happy, healthy, moving forward. Looking back serves no purpose. Today, Nora came home from school excited. "Mom, I got nominated for a scholarship. The art teacher put my name in for this statewide program. If I win, it's $5,000 toward college." I hugged her tight. "That's amazing, baby. I'm so proud of you." The application asks about family support, about who encouraged my art. I put you, just you. Is that okay? My heart swelled. That's perfect. Some kids put like 10 people, grandparents and aunts and uncles and stuff, but I just have you. Is that weird? No, baby. Quality over quantity, always. One person who truly believes in you is worth more than 10 who only pretend to. I like that. Quality over quantity. She paused. That's like that Christmas, isn't it? When I was little, I got a few small things, and the cousins got tons of stuff. I froze. You remember that? Yeah. I remember feeling sad. But then you made every Christmas after that special. Just you and me. And I realized their big pile of stuff didn't make them happier. We were happy with less. Quality over quantity. I fought tears. You're wise beyond your years, Em. I get it from you. She went to work on her scholarship application. I sat there thinking about that Christmas 6 years ago, about the coloring book, about the $7.50 that changed everything. If my parents had just been fair, just been kind, just treated Nora as equal to her cousins, we might still be a family. But they didn't. They chose favoritism, chose Brad's money, chose Sienna's image over Nora's worth. And in doing so, they lost us both. Lost the chance to watch Nora grow into this incredible person. Lost the privilege of being part of her life. Their loss, not ours. I'm Jessica Morgan. I'm 38 years old. 6 years ago, my family spent $2,500 on my sister's kids and gave my daughter a $3 coloring book. They made her feel worthless, less than, other. I cut them off completely, built a life where Nora knew her value, where she was celebrated, not compared, where she learned that she didn't need their approval to be worthy. Now they're broke, desperate, begging for help. And I'm thriving. Nora's thriving. We built something beautiful without them. They thought Nora was less deserving because of my circumstances, because I was a single mom, because I didn't have Brad's money or Sienna's status. But Nora became more than any of them, kinder, smarter, more resilient. Because she learned early that worth isn't measured in dollars or gifts. It's measured in character, in kindness, in strength. If your family plays favorites with your kids, remember this. You don't need their validation. You don't need their gifts. You don't need their approval. Build your own life. Show your kids they're valued. Teach them that quality matters more than quantity. That one person's genuine love beats a crowd's conditional acceptance. And when the people who rejected you come back desperate and broken, you get to decide if they deserve a second chance. Sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes it's no. For me, it's no. Nora and I are happy. We're enough. We don't need people who only value us when they need something. We're quality over quantity. Always have been, always will be. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.